earlier you spoke about clusters. How many clusters do we have, and are there any new clusters?
We are talking about the big clusters. There are small clusters. The biggest cluster is the Jemaah Tabligh group at Seri Petaling. That is consists of 42.8%. Then followed by the cluster from Kuching, as well as the cluster from Majlis Perkahwinan in Bangi.
Any new ones?
Small cluster. So we also have a cluster, small cluster in our hospital Teluk Intan, for example. Small cluster, about 44 of our staff have been affected. So they've been treated, and then we have actually cleaned up the place. But they're small cluster. So we hope that we have enough time, been informed early, enough time to take action, and then we go for the cluster. So otherwise, you can see 5 generation, the infection from index case to 5th generation. So and cases more than about 88 or even 100 cases can be recorded from just one source of infection.
Has there been any new clusters since the MCO?
So far, we do not have new clusters, but nonetheless, we also have enhanced MCO in 3 areas, and in that 3 areas, we are doing active case detection, and to enhance, meaning our team and the police, we make sure that the high-risk group as well as those suspected in that community been tested. In Kluang, for example, jumlah penduduk 3,755 and jumlah case positif 170 case, which means there's an increase of 23 cases as compared to yesterday, only 147 case. And in terms of pecahan ikut Mukim, Ulu Benut 147, Kluang 18, Macap 4, Nyo 1. Dan Hulu Langat, jumlah penduduk ialah 1,797 kes, dan jumlah kes positif di Hulu Langat ialah 339, pertambahan sebanyak 11 kes. So when we do the active case detection, we manage to find new cases. So we manage to trace the new cases, we test them, isolate from the community, and we give them the appropriate treatment.
Dato', the cluster in Kuching you mentioned just now is the one, the church gathering, right? How about the cluster Italy, the one that you mentioned yesterday, 57 people? Is there any new cases detected from that cluster?
There's also one cluster in Kuching. That's why you see Kuching's incidence a bit higher than other states, is because of these 2 main clusters. So what's more important, we managed to detect and isolate the positive cases, and also those negative, we quarantine them for 14 days, and hopefully there's no new infection so far. So hopefully we hope that those managed in the ICU or even in a ward will recover in time.
Dato', can you elaborate a little bit more on the cluster in Kuching, the church? How many participants were there, and how many close contacts are you searching?
You can see the slides now, so it shows you clearly in terms of, we can give you the slides, the participants, the cases. The dark color is those fatality. We have 2 deaths, and then followed by 1 discharge, the green, and red is the ICU. And then the yellow is the isolation amount.
Is the 83 people the total number who attended the gathering?
Attended the gathering, that's right. So the total number as shown here is 83.
And for these 2 clusters, have you managed to contain them?
We have managed to contain them. We don't expect to see new cases from these 2 clusters.
Betul. Ada tak kes yang tak dapat kesan dengan mana-mana cluster? Like no travel history or contact with confirmed and
Ada, sebab yang kes pertama yang kita kesan sebab kita laksanakan pengesanan berjadual untuk setiap hari, iaitu untuk kes ID dengan kes sari, yang mana yang demam biasa kita datang ke klinik kita akan ambil test untuk COVID, dan juga mereka yang ada severe acute respiratory infection yang belum disahkan COVID, kita juga akan ambil test untuk COVID. Pada mulanya memang tak ada kes, tak ada dalam community. Masa tu kita dalam containment phase, early containment phase. Tetapi yang kes yang pertama yang kita kesan di Kuantan, iaitu ialah kes sari. Berarti kita tak ada sejarah, terus dia ada penyakit sari dan kita rawat di ICU dan kita test dan positif COVID. Dan itu kes sporadik yang pertama. Tetapi apabila kita lihat sejarah beliau, dia hadir ke masjid persidangan ataupun perhimpunan di Seri Petaling. Dan jadi sekarang ni kita lihat kes sari pun dah positif dan kes ID pun dah positif. Jadi berarti virus COVID ini sudah ada dalam komuniti kita. Bukan kat luar negara saja, dah sampai ke komuniti kita. Itu sebab kita galakkan semua orang duduk di rumah. Jadi kalau kita duduk di rumah, kita akan putuskan rantaian jangkitan daripada seorang ke seorang. Jadi sekurang-kurangnya kita akan kurangkan. Dan dalam matlamat kita dalam PKP ini, bukan untuk menamatkan ataupun menamatkan penjangkitan kuman COVID ni, tetapi matlamat utama ialah mengurangkan kes jangkitan. Jadi kalau kita duduk di rumah, kita dapat mengurangkan kes, bukan menamatkan penularan virus COVID, tetapi mengurangkan kes. Jadi kalau kita dapat mengurangkan kes, jadi kita tak dapat lihat in terms of the exponential spike dan kes yang mendadak tu tak meningkat. Kalau kes mendadak tak meningkat, maksudnya hospital kita, klinik kita dapat berkemampuan untuk memberi rawatan terbaik. Tetapi kalau bayangkan, kalau kita ada satu hari kita ada 2,000 kemasukan ward, berarti kemampuan kita di hospital dan juga rawatan rapi mungkin tak cukup. Jadi kita bila tak cukup, pesakit akan tidak diberikan rawatan yang terbaik.
Can you update on the Seri Petaling cluster? How many have screened so far? How many positive, negative? Latest?
Okay, Seri Petaling cluster, we do have it here. So far, we have taken sample of 18,310 and positive cases 1,624, negative 11,708, pending cases about 4,978, and those admitted to the ward is 1,640. Total case positive 1,624.